But yeah, here's how we're gonna start this off. On the no jokes ass saga, let's start with this person, Misha Schizzarella. She does this shit all the time about like how she's a big fan of mine. She's like talked about how she's the biggest. Like she will post stuff like she usually just like post shit that gets me in trouble because she'll behave like an unhinged fan, right? If you send me the when mom sends the poop sock memes over and over again, I'm gonna clap you. You just took an hour off, but that will turn very quickly into a 24-hour ban for you. Anyway, so yeah, she's done a bunch of these like threads that are obviously outrage bait. Like it's just so stupid. Why would you ever take this shit seriously? Yeah, she did that post about me being the most famous Turk. I feel like we have all collectively become like 35% more autistic by being online all the time. Okay? Like, I don't know what the fuck happened where like I don't know if it's that we have all become like impossible to comprehend social cues, or the internet itself is not exactly a great place for that sort of thing anyway. But it just feels as though we have zero way of wanting to fucking find out like whether or not something is serious or not. And I think half of the reason for that is because it's like kind of easy to just get a quick dunk in. You can't just become autistic. I know, man. See, you're doing the thing. I'm joking. Okay? What I did was a joke. You literally did the thing that I'm saying in the process of me saying it. Like when I said the internet, I feel like has collectively become 35% more autistic. I'm joking. You can't become autistic. There is no such thing as like becoming, especially 35% autistic. When I make a joke like that, think about it and go, I wonder how he would be able to craft mathematically the percentages of how much more autistic one can become. Okay, well, I'm autistic, so my bad. No, I know. First of all, yes, I know. So then listen to my words. When you hear something that I say that's like a little off, just question it a little bit. Like, what did he mean by this? Was he joking or was he actually being serious? Like Nikki Haley when she said, if you go on TikTok for an hour, you become 34% more anti-Semitic. Like that is not a joke. She's saying that seriously because you have context, right? You have context for why that's not a joke. She's saying that on a fucking debate stage. Obviously, contextually, that is not, I mean, it reads like a fucking joke because it's so stupid, right? But that's serious. When your favorite content creator, Hasanabi Piker, says, you know, the internet has made us 35% more autistic, like, I'm clearly joking. Anyway. Except for just myself. I do feel like, for me, I have, like, by way of Twitch streaming, become, it's unlocked my inner autism potential, I think. But that's a separate thing. Anyway. But what I was trying to say is, with this, like, this is a bait post, right? This person makes posts like this all the fucking time. It's just, like, supposed to not be serious, but people take it seriously. And that's a little bit part of the joke, is that, like, she crafts it in a way that people get mad. Taylor Swift is to white women what milk was for black people. How Taylor Swift is restoring the reputation of civil rights of white women everywhere, a thread. So she also, like, popped off when she said Travis Kelce has, like, a mental disability, and Taylor Swift is, like, Taylor Swift is in a inappropriate age gap relationship with, like, Travis Kelce. Anyway, she does shit like this all the time. Okay? And people, I think, take this super seriously for two reasons. One, because like no one has the capacity to understand if someone is being serious or they're saying something in jest on purpose. Like, can we talk about Mr. Beast's silence regarding the war Gaza and how it exposed him as a total fraud? He could single-handedly finance various groups in Gaza to fight for freedom and help people, but refuses to do so. He hasn't even talked about it yet. And then motherfuckers community noted it. Giving weapons to Hamas would violate multiple federal laws and lead to stiff prison sentences. Like, the entire point is for this person to get quote retweeted and dunked on. That's why she posts this shit. Okay, even Ludwig fell for that last night. I know. It's so incredibly fucking stupid. Literally, if you just read her replies to people under the post, is clearly joking. It's so incredibly dumb to like think that this is real, and people do think it's real. They jump on it and they go, "Oh my God." For one, they do it because there are a lot of people that, you know, say unhinged shit online and mean it super seriously. But the other reason why people do this, the other reason why people do this specifically is because they want to get an easy dunk. It's just shit posting. This person is not being serious, but people want to get a fucking slammer on. You know what I mean? And it's literally this, like quote tweeting this and being like, wow, the left is sure out of control, is the equivalent, okay, of dunking on a lowered rim over a child in a wheelchair, okay, with a trampoline in front of the kid. You're not dunking on anything. This is like, it's fucking ridiculous. What are you doing? It makes me so mad. That people just do this. Like, this is the equivalent. I mean, this is all like easily tricked adults, as MHUD calls them, right? MHUD says these are easily tricked adults, and it's basically that. I mean, these are the type of people that like yell about Onion article headlines. You know what I mean? Like, they see an Onion article headline and they go, "That's what the fuck are we doing? I can't believe this outlet, this reputable media outlet, The Onion, is doing it again, doing the damn thing one more time." Mr. Beast has a net worth of $53 million. A single piece of aid costs around $500. Mr. Beast can purchase and ship at least 103K units of aid. The cost to stop this aid will be $100K per unit for Israel. Mr. Beast can cause $10.3 billion worth of damage against the occupier. The people of Gaza are trapped too, by the way, and a lot longer than 100 days. Do something instead of just making videos and ignoring the biggest issue of our lifetimes at Mr. Beast. So, incredibly stupid shit. Incredibly, like, it's clearly a fucking joke, but people were just like, actually, you can't do that because that's illegal. Like, look at this. The Israel War Room. Financing terror organizations is illegal. Mr. Beast would go to jail if he did what you're telling him to. It's funny for me because I'm part of the audience for these posts, but the thing is that about the internet is that your bait will eventually leave your bubble, and when it does, it will reach the average media illiterate person. Oh. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know how fucking easy it is to just, like, hook people on this. I don't know why it's so easy. And for me, it's like, this kind of shit sucks. And then the other version of this, it's not a funny joke. No, it is funny. It's funny to think about how, like, Mr. Beast armed Hamas. Like, that premise is a funny premise. I've made jokes like that. What are you talking about? The point is, why the absolute fuck are people just, like, looking at this and thinking of it anything beyond just, like, someone making a joke? I don't understand it. I will never understand it, as a matter of fact. I don't get it. I don't know what, like, urges people to be like, this must be serious. Now, this might be I mean, this is not like a Twitter blue operation to fucking farm to farm revenue, but there is the version of that I would say is significantly more damaging to discourse, and it's just like deliberate misinformation spreading, deliberate hate spreading. People do this shit all the time. Okay? So what do I mean by that? There's the fucking accounts that I didn't watch the Dream video, but Dream like made a fucking massive like, here is me defending myself against all of the controversy and people hating on me and like you know, smearing me with false stuff video, right? And in that video, as far as I understand, he made like 2 fake DMs to show how easy it is to manipulate, right? He made 2 fake DMs to show how easy it is to manipulate people into thinking like this is an authentic, genuine text message that was uncovered by the internet. And also like Snapchat posts and shit too, because I think that's what he's claiming that people were doing. He was claiming that people were like faking his Snapchat or some shit like that. And what did people do on Twitter? They fucking literally either willingly or unwillingly, in an effort to ultimately generate as much revenue as possible for themselves, took the fucking screenshot from the Dream video about Pokimane, which is a made-up screenshot, right? And immediately farmed it with like 51K fucking views, like 51K likes, 7.6 million fucking impressions. Pokimane really just admitted she scammed y'all with her $28 cookies. Hey, I hope you're doing well. I'm launching my first ever product, whatever, you know. And then the next is, they're just some stupid cookies I repackaged and I'm selling it like 10x the price, but my fans are stupid as fuck crying, so they'll buy them anyway. They taste pretty good at least, smile. Time to get rich off stupid little girls and simps again. And the only reason why some motherfuckers didn't even post it from like Dream's video. Some motherfuckers just straight up posted it as though it was a DM that they found. And all of these tweets got like fucking, you know, 50K likes, 80K likes. And the thing is, like, obviously this is like low effort shit. But yeah, it's accounts like this motherfucker and all of the fucking Twitter impression farmers that abso-fucking-lutely do this shit all the time. And it's not just for Pokimane. They do it to me all the fucking time too. Like, it's just like people just do it specifically because they know, like, you know, Twitter has become 4chan. It's become Gab. There are people that are like permanent villains on the platform, right? There are people that are permanent villains on the platform. So if you fucking shit on them, no matter what, if you just like, you know, falsely smear somebody, Dream ironically is one of those people too. Okay? It just doesn't matter. Everyone will upvote it. And that, for the most part, is specifically done so that these guys can generate revenue for themselves. And Elon Musk is, you know, directly giving cash to people for doing this shit, while simultaneously talking about if you get too many community notes, like, you won't be able to get paid out. And it's bullshit. That part is also bullshit too. It's become this like reactionary farming operation where Elon Musk is basically giving these little kids who run these fucking Twitter accounts money to specifically pump out reactionary bullshit, even if they don't personally believe it. Because half the time, the dudes that are posting stuff like that, they don't fucking hate Pokimane. They don't hate me. They don't hate fucking anybody. They don't give a shit at all. They just simply care about making money off of posts. And the reality is, like, yeah, if you're like a 17, 18-year-old, right, and you want to make like a couple $1,000s, you have 2 options. You go on Twitter and you do post the 10th photo on your camera roll, as a chatter pointed out. And then that's one way of getting engagement bait. The other one is also Setting up an account where you just like copy paste Wikipedia pages or Chat GPT, certain like spooky stories or whatever, and then slap on like a questionable image on top of it. And then this is the other one. This is the you know, classic person that they hate. Oh, they 100% hate you, dude. You have no idea how much people genuinely despise you online. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, Kira and Juju alike post you in farm impressions, likes, and comments about how you don't know what you're talking about. All you do is yell if someone contradicts you, and you only have a following because you're an attractive liberal. Exactly. Those motherfuckers, 1,000%, did not develop these opinions organically. They saw other people saying this kind of shit, so they're just repeating it. If you go back far enough in time, you'll probably find them fucking posting about how they were watching at the time when it was popular. You know what I mean? In 2020, they were probably in the chat. You know what I mean? The point of that is absolutely, absolutely not about like real political convictions or anything like that. It's just like, oh, there are a lot of people that hate this motherfucker, and they will give me a big boost if I say this motherfucker sucks. Okay? Anyway, it's not about like drama anyway. I don't even hate these guys, okay? I don't personally care. I definitely despise Elon Musk, though. Sam Cedar, what a fucking nightmare. Thank you, Majority Report. Well, this is the Emma Majority Report day today. So shouts out to Emma and the Majority Report people. They should all post more about Epic Mickey too. Yeah, it's just people respond to certain influences. The other part of this, I hate when Hasanabi gets stuck on this shit Twitch/Twitter drama. My friend, this is a much broader conversation that I'm trying to have. And the other example, the last example I'm going to use on this is because this is online media literacy, basically. This is not just about like, oh, people are yelling at others on Twitter, okay? This is more so about online media literacy. Because the last, or perhaps one of the real reasons why I wanted to talk about this issue was someone who normally doesn't shitpost, but engaged in shitposting. That someone is friend of the show, Osita Nwanevu, the contributing editor to New Republic, a columnist for The Guardian, someone who has been on this show quite a bit. I love his analysis. I think he's brilliant. I think he's very smart. Osita made the mistake of making a joke. Okay? And then everybody lost their fucking minds over it. The original post was somewhere along the lines of, where is it? It's not clear what Marx laid out socialism is like a never-ending Black Friday style. Yeah. He posted something. Where's the original post? Where the fuck is it? I brought this up before. I brought this up when he first posted it because I responded to it and everyone yelled at me as well. But Osita basically said something along the lines of like, if you... What the fuck is a Twitchy? I don't even know what this is. I guess this is like a fake AI website. Oh, here it is. Fundamentally, socialism is about buying affordable consumer products. He responded to this Not Jerome Powell account, smashing capitalism with a $12 Starbucks, $200 Ray-Bans, and $1,500 MacBook, right? This is fundamentally wrong. This is a ridiculous thing. It is not at odds with socialism at all. Everybody knows socialism is avoiding the top of the hour ad break by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. That's what socialism is actually about, right? Like, everybody knows that. Socialism is not about smashing capitals with a $12 Starbucks, $200 Ray-Bans. It's about not watching the ads at the top of the fucking hour. Here's the 3-minute ad break now, by the way. Coming to you. Too early? It's 11:56. That's valid. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Okay, so Osita, understandably, quote tweeted this and was mocking it, saying, fundamentally, socialism is about buying affordable consumer products. Are you an Android user? That's socialism. Do you have a Dell? That's socialism. Shop at H&M? That's socialism. The more expensive your stuff is, the more capitalist it is. Marx lays this out in Capital. Now, of course, for those of you who are painfully unaware of what jokes are, this is the classic Hasanabi describes what a joke is to people hour. Okay? Including the person who wrote this fucking dumbass article. This is a joke. This is not a real thing. This is the exact opposite, as a matter of fact. He is making a joke about how stupid this person is. Another one of these, like, idiotic fucking rage bait, impression farming accounts with a blue check mark that tries to desperately crack these fucking jokes so they can ultimately make money. Okay? Classic. Socialism, lol. Imagine being a socialist on an iPhone. The most idiotic thing you can say. It's not real analysis. It's not real commentary at all. And it's like, yeah, rent is due ass tweets is exactly what this is. It's like, oh, let me fucking pop this off. Maybe I can get $100. So, I can buy myself something nice. It's Christmas. Maybe buy it for my family members or something. That's what this is. Okay. So he makes a joke about it. He says that's not what socialism is about by saying the exact opposite. And then all hell broke loose. He continued to joke about it. And of course, there were a shit ton of leftists who got mad at him too. There were a shit ton of dumbass right-wingers. I've never read a less comprehensible tweet than this. There's so much to pick apart. First, what makes any of that affordable compared to what? Second, I'm confident you don't know what socialism is. It's just like a lot of people just wanted to get a slam dunk off on him because they were like, oh, you're an idiot. No, he doesn't know what socialism is. He knows what he thinks socialism is, and he's wrong about that. And I'm sure even there were probably, Hasanabi heads of the periphery that don't fucking understand jokes that thought that this was real. What you're describing is competition in a free market. There are vast differences in quality and other factors related to products and services. Please cite the page of Das Kapital where Marx says the price differences differentiate capitalism from socialism. He doesn't. And for me, what my takeaway from this, including Jonathan fucking Turley, okay? Jonathan Turley, who goes on Fox News all the goddamn time, wrote a fucking article about Osita's shit post. Thank you for the 9.29. These people have to be fucking CI operatives or something. There's no way they're this stupid. No. Dude, they're not. They're not. These people are operating on there's two different things. One, people are primed to despise socialism and not know what it is due to Red Scare propaganda. That's fine. That's like a basic principle, right? That's always out there. The other thing here is that people are also primed to dunk on one another and there's nothing better than an easy dunk. There's nothing better than a fucking easy ass dunk. It's right there for the taking. It's the pie on the window still, So that's precisely the reason why people do it. They do it from the left, they do it from the right, and people on the left just don't have any understanding of what socialism is either. And for the most part, they also don't know what a joke is. Okay? And then you have the dummies who are trying to do the fucking dunk, which is this guy. He's just like, oh, this is an easy-ass dunk. Let's make fun of this guy. Osita then followed this up by saying they should make a test where you assess the sincerity of posts. For those who have trouble telling, I'm being serious this time. We really should be studying the way irony functions on the internet formally. I'm sure folks are on it already. It's like a glue trap. It goes on forever. In the early 20th century, Marxists predicted socialism would outpace capitalism. By the middle 20th century, it was clear that that wasn't happening, so they decided capitalism overproduced. By the early 21st century, it was clear that wasn't happening, so they just pretend socialism produced things. People going, or socialism is just capitalism now. Social media is built for dunking. Ratios, QRTs, character limits is perfect for being snarky, and it broke everyone's brains. Exactly. No, absolutely. Did we have tone indicators some time ago? People dunked on that, but honestly, we should bring them back. No, I've always been an advocate for tone indicators. I sometimes use them, obviously, but like, guys, I'm delivering information to you on a medium where I don't have to give you tone indicators. And you motherfuckers are in bad faith all the time in the way that you analyze what I have to say. So it's not just tone indicators either. There's some about people's brains that are just like broken. I'm not writing out what I'm saying. I'm not writing out my commentary. And yet for some reason, people still have a hard time understanding what the fuck's going on. On Twitter, however, when you're writing, yes, tone indicators are great. But the point is, even if you don't have tone indicators on, okay, which for the record, like I said, I am pro tone indicators. I think is good because of the way that people, because of the way that the medium works, posting. It's good to offer a tone indicator. It's not even just for like, you know, people with disabilities. The guy yesterday couldn't catch any joke. Yeah, I mean, he was also kind of drunk, I think. But had to dig around to establish that Ranty Amy Curtis was a real person to begin with. Hard to tell with articles like this, especially with AI these days. They should make a test for that, too. It's page 420 of the Penguin Classics Edition, Volume 1. Also exerted in the Marx Engels reader as why you should only own cheap things. I'm not as clever as you are, so I had to copy a dude's response to your unique take on what socialism is. I personally don't like looking stupid in front of a lot of people, so I'd have to keep that idiocy to myself. But hey, you be you. Please cite the page of Das Kapital where Marx says the price differences differentiate capitalism from socialism. In parentheses, he doesn't. Anyway, this is a good one because like the young Schizarella or whatever, she is a shit poster. She shit posts all the fucking time with great frequency. So, you know, people get caught up in that, and it's just like ridiculous. Whatever her name is, I don't know what her name is. But with Osita, he doesn't usually shit post, and yet people still had this kind of reaction. Even though he's like very clearly fucking replying to a tweet, making fun of the idiocy within the tweet. One thing that's been illuminating about this episode has been seeing how many ostensibly ordinary people are ready to drop the very same lines from ISI, heritage, etc. at the drop of a hat whenever they even see the word socialism. Pure reflex is really something.